Is our economy about to collapse? My next guest says the president of vaccine mandates could cause just that. He thinks unvaccinated workers will quit their jobs rather than bow to demands that they get injected. And at the same time, when small businesses say they can't find workers, that could spell disaster if more are leaving the workforce. Joining me now, Georgia Republican Congressman, House Budget Committee member, and former business owner. He was a pharmacist for 32 years, owned his own pharmacy. He knows what he's talking about. Buddy Carter is here. So how bad could this get?
Well, it could get awful, to be quite honest with you. It's bad enough already with small businesses trying to find help, or with big businesses. Businesses in general are having trouble getting people back to work, thanks to the government paying people more to stay at home than they could earn if they went back to work. This is a problem that is going to be compounded now because there are people, and I've talked to them ever since this went into effect. I've talked to a number of people who said, I'm not going to do it. And they're really worried. They're concerned about what they're going to do for their family, to provide for their family. And when they lose their job and they know they run the risk of doing this. You know, this is a height of hypocrisy. When we have over 1 million people coming across the border, unvaccinated, untested, coming into our society, yet Joe Biden is going to say, if you don't get vaccinated, you're going to lose your job. I mean, that is just ridiculous. I wish Joe Biden were as angry with the Taliban as he is with the American citizens. Maybe we could get something done over in Afghanistan. Maybe we could get those Americans who are stranded over there back home where they belong.
Yeah, instead of blaming them. But it's really infuriating because you see, you know, talk about virtue signaling. Steve Hilton was talking about that just a little bit ago. You see all these politicians with masks on when the TV cameras are on, and when they think that no one's looking, they're practically French kissing. You know, they're half an inch apart. None of them have masks on. They're all 800 years old, and they're hobnobbing. They don't believe the science. They don't believe that masks are necessary. They don't wear them. They don't believe any of it. They violate their own stupid rules. And if you're violating and flouting your own rules, then they are arbitrary.
And it's all about them having control over you. And that's exactly what they want. You saw the pictures of AOC at the Met Gala. She didn't have any mask on. You've seen pictures of Nancy Pelosi and other Democratic leaders at gatherings, at mass gatherings, without mask on. But that's what they want. They want to control you. And that's exactly what they're after here. And it's a shame. And I'm telling you, Americans aren't going to tolerate this. They're smarter than this, and they're not going to put up with it.
And it's like, I got the vaccine. Go ahead and get the vaccine. You don't want to get sick? Get the vaccine. That's fine. But that is your choice. There are a lot of things that people do that I disagree with, that I think are unhealthy, but I don't think the federal government needs to intervene with force and make them adjust their lives in order to, fulfill the whims of statist politicians, which I hope you're not. I hope you're more on the liberty side.
And I'm not. Listen, whether you get vaccinated or not is a decision you should make when in consultation with your physician or your pharmacist or your family member. That's who should be making a decision. It's a decision between you and your doctor, you and your pharmacist, you and your family member, not between you and the government. That's not who should be making the decision.
The government can stay out of all my business. And every jab I might or might not take. Congressman, thank you so much.
Thank you.